Welcome back. Definitely had some wild weather across the Twin Tiers this past weekend, especially on Saturday when that strong cold front came through. Of course, we started the day off quite warm. Cold front moved through with some pretty strong thunderstorms. We had some gusts measured over 45 miles an hour at the Elmira Corning Regional Airport, but the worst of the severe weather just off to our south and east. In fact, as we went into the afternoon hours, just after 2:30, an EF tornado touched down between Wilkes-Barre and Scranton. Almost 13 miles in length. The width at its widest was 500 yards, and the winds up to 120 miles an hour. Here's some video that was taken that afternoon just outside of Scranton in the Pittstown area at the Walmart. You could see the funnel cloud dropping, and there was the tornado on the ground. Again, it was registered as an EF2 tornado with winds as high as 120 miles an hour. And check out some of the damage it did in that area. You can see from the drone there that over 1,000 trees were knocked down in the path of that tornado. And you know what? We're going to have a similar setup as we go through Wednesday. So it's something we're going to be watching very closely here in the Twin Tiers. And we'll talk about that setup right now. We're going to be tracking an area of low pressure, which is currently back over the Midwest. And what's going to happen here as we go through the next 48 hours, this warm front is going to lift up towards the north and east, and it's going to drag significantly warmer temperatures our way. We're going to forecast 60 for tomorrow's 5-degree guarantee. But then when we get into Wednesday, that's when this warm front will lift to our north, and it's going to be a very similar setup to what we had this past weekend on Saturday. We're going to be tracking a very strong cold front pushing east out of the Ohio Valley, a strong jet stream up above the surface. We're going to have a lot of shear in place. There's still some question marks on how extensive the thunderstorms will be. It really comes down to the instability, and that's still to be determined, but it's something, again, that we'll be watching closely. Right now, the Storm Prediction Center has a bullseye over the Tennessee Valley on Wednesday, while us here in the Twin Tiers, a marginal risk for severe weather, a 1 out of 5 on the scale, but this could change as we get closer. So again, keep checking back with us, and we'll have updates as we progress through the week. A couple thunderstorms right now down along the Gulf Coast, but locally here in the Twin Tiers, just some spotty showers over the northern tier of Pennsylvania. May mix in with a few snowflakes this evening as temperatures drop off into the 30s, but showers should be spotty in nature. Same thing for Tuesday. I think we get some limited sunshine, warmer temperatures, and a couple showers may pass through in the morning, and then again later in the afternoon. Chances for showers and even a few thunderstorms, though, increasing as we go into early Wednesday. Again, some of which could be strong to potentially severe, especially if we break out in a little bit of sunshine Wednesday with temperatures right around 70 degrees. So again, keep checking back with us, and we'll have updates for you on that severe threat. 51 is what we forecast today, 52 the unofficial high, 34 for a low tonight. A couple showers possible, especially over the northern tier. 60 for tomorrow's 5-degree guarantee. Couple showers in the forecast. Watching Wednesday closely, and then much colder beyond that. We drop back into the 30s for Thursday and Friday and Saturday, and then back into the 50s, if you could believe it, late this upcoming weekend and into early next week. So some dramatic footage for sure this past weekend in and around the Scranton and Wilkes-Barre areas. Luckily, no injuries or fatalities, despite the fact that that tornado packing winds of 120 miles an hour.
Definitely very interesting video that we saw there.
And that's right. And again, it's going to be a similar setup on Wednesday. Couple question marks in our severe weather parameters, but Storm Prediction Center has us outlooked at least for the chance for some stronger thunderstorms.
All right, Joe.
Thanks,
Thank
Joe.
you.